Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Springfield for the 22nd race of the season. 40 laps racing here at Springfield in the Asus Republic of Gamers Truck Series. This is the final race of round 2. We will decide our final 4 here today, heading into next weekend at Homestead to decide the champion. Right now, your 4 drivers in are Dylan Young, Joshua Sikuli, Edwin Mendez, and LJ Toledo. Toledo has an 8-point gap over Philip Goldberg. Zach Flickinger 11 points behind Toledo. Eric Benson is 18 points behind Toledo, and Anderson is 27 points behind them. Edwin Mendez is 17 points to the good, Sikuli 19 to the good, and Dylan Young 23 to the good. Right now, still out of your your eliminated chasers, Danny Jones holds an 8-point gap over Alexander Rowe for that top spot, which is 9th in points, which will be 5th in points next week is for the battle. Zach Flickinger, Dylan Young, hometown guys here today in the Truck Series. They are also hometown guys along with one other tomorrow in the Cup Series. Here's your starting lineup. Zach Rogers and Henry Williams are on the front row. Eric Benson and Joshua Sikuli, row 2. Julius Anderson, Chandler Cottle, row 3. Philip Parker, Zach Flickinger, row 4 with Charles Sanford and Colin Denton in row 5. So a lot of chasers starting up front. Flickinger needs to start up front. Benson the same. Sikuli just needs to have a good race. If these guys win, if Benson or Flickinger can get a win here, that could really, really help them out because they don't have to worry about points and they automatically advance into the final 4 round. But with that said, let's go trackside for the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
The trucks were originally scheduled to head to Phoenix, but that idea was scrapped, and they ended up deciding to bring them here to Springfield instead after the success of Eldora. No heats for Springfield though. This track can hold a full 42 car field. But this is a 1-mile dirt track. Let's see the amusement park in the background. Expect a crazy interesting dirt track race for 40 laps. Cup action will be 60 laps around this track. So looking forward to a great day. The fans are on their feet. And you can barely see the start-finish line. But the green flag is out. We're on the way. There is the start-finish line. We'll see how hard people are going to go here. Zach Rogers currently is the leader. As they head into turn number 3. Here comes Eric Benson looking on his inside. Zach will lead the first lap. That high line can get some pretty good runs. As Benson sits in second place, Henry Williams stuck into his bottom. You can see that you can pass on the inside. It's just really difficult. There's Julius Anderson running in 4th. Anderson and Benson are 2 guys that really need a good day. Flickinger included. 3 of the 4 guys that are outside range right now, trying to go for this win. But these guys will not make it easy on them. Everyone wants to win. Right now, Zach Rogers wants to give Ram its first win of the season and would become the 21st different winner. Or 20th different winner, I'm sorry, because Sanford won a second race last week. But Rogers leads, Henry Williams second, Benson is 3rd, Philip Parker is 4th. We've been seeing him have a few runs, a few races of late. Zach Flickinger and Anderson are battling for what is, I believe, 5th place. Yes, 5th place indeed. And now Philip Parker trying to go by Eric Benson. Let's look through the rest of the field. There's Joshua Sekuli and Philip Goldberg also just inside the top 10. Let me see. Looking through the rest of the field, there's Edwin Mendez. He's working his way up. Let's see. I'm just looking here. There's Dylan Young. He is not in a good spot right now. He is in 35th. Him and LJ Toledo not doing what they need to do. You know, Young may have a 23-point gap, but when you're back here outside of 30th, and there are guys up there in the top 10, whoa, as Johnny Gardner got way out of whack. He saved it. Oh, and someone's in the wall, and it's Julius Anderson. And the caution is out. And Henry Williams has taken the race lead. But something has happened. The 14 of Julius Anderson got turned. You see, there's legit dirt up there. Provides more grip on these tires, but we knew there was a wreck because someone had spun up there. So let's see. I don't really see much damage on the 14. Let's see if we can find out what happened to him. Oh, Denton's going to go 3 wide right here. See, Denton's really working that inside lane. Anderson's coming off the corner. I wonder if he got a run here. Let's see here. Keith Rich is looking to make it 3 wide. Ooh, Denton gets into Sanford. That gets him loose. And they're just sliding up the track. And Anderson gets in the wall, and it just it spins him around. So right side damage for Anderson and Denton, I'm guessing. So not too bad, I guess. I mean, they didn't really hit the wall too hard, and it is a dirt track. Maybe we'll see Anderson work his way back up through the field. Definitely going to have to do that if he wants a chance to make the Final Four. But that is what happened to bring out the caution. Just want to check real quick what happened to Johnny Gardner. Ooh, he got clipped by James Qualls. And look at that save, man. Woohoo! That's crazy. But let's get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. These guys don't have to pit. It's set to 1X, so they don't really have to pit for fuel or whatever. I mean, tires wouldn't do anything here. Henry Williams is your race leader. Philip Parker is second. Zach Rogers third. Zach Flickinger fourth. Eric Benson fifth. So 2 guys outside in the top 5 right now. Chris Dodd sixth. Joshua Sekuli is 7th. I believe he is in right now. Sanford 8th, who's killing it, by the way. Keith Rich 9th and Edwin Mendez 10th, and Goldberg's 11th right there. Speaking of Charles Sanford, this man right here, I just noticed the other day when after we did Pensacola, this guy has 11 top 10s, the most of any driver. I don't know when he got on a hot streak, but I was looking, and he is the top driver who didn't make the chase by far. I actually looked at his average finishing position, and it's better than anybody in the chase. And they're going almost 4 wide. Henry Williams was sleeping. He's got an issue. Henry Williams has like a gear issue or something on the start, and he loses a ton of spots. And Zach Flickinger is going for the race lead. Him and Eric Benson, they're looking under Zach Rogers. Come on, Flickinger wants to, and he's gonna. Flickinger will lead a lap here at Springfield, as I almost said Eldora. So Flickinger gets the lead. Zach Rogers all the way back up to second. Benson's in third. Here comes Sanford, the top 10. This dude's been so consistent once the chase started and he got that win at Vegas. It's insane how consistent this 8 team's becoming. They're going to maybe look for a 3rd win here today. Flickinger using the high side that Rogers was using earlier in the race. I got to keep track of all the laps he leads. Looking in the back, Anderson trying to work his way to the front. Henry Williams has fallen all the way back here. Something is wrong with the 50 truck. He's got no corner speed. Something is wrong with the 50. Something broke on the start, on the restart. I'm not sure what happened to him. But something broke in that truck, and that is a big disappointment for Henry Williams. They're starting to separate. Flickinger up to the lead. Sanford moves up to second. Parker third. Christod's up to fourth. There's Benson. There's Mendez. Goldberg. Sekuli. A lot of the chasers running up front. So they're 3 wide right here. Let's see. There is LJ Toledo. Dylan Young not having the day he needs. He's got a big points gap. And there's James Shelley. I think Henry Williams finally came down pit road. Where is he? I don't even see him. There he is. Yes, Henry Williams has come down pit road to fix whatever their problem is. And I think I lost track of how many laps Flickinger's led. I don't know. I'm just going to assume he's led 5 coming around this time. You know, Flickinger's pulling away. They're battling behind them. You know, they keep battling for second. Tyler Merkel's working his way up here. There's Philip Goldberg. Henry Williams still down pit road. They're trying to fix whatever broke on that truck. But Flickinger continues to lead the race. Probably gonna lead the most laps here if he keeps this up. Philip Parker and the others trying to catch up to him. And Parker is starting to close the gap. You know, he got clear. And they're 3 wide there. Holy crap. Look at these views. Are amazing. Fastest lap goes to Philip Parker, so watch out. I mean, Chevy's killing it. Flickinger knows that he's got a shot with how bad Toledo and Young are doing right now, but he really needs to try and win this race. The same can be said for Benson and Anderson, but Anderson, as we have a caution. Caution's out again. Okay, lap 18. Who is it for this time? And Dylan Young's on pit road. Oh, no. Danny Jones looks like he was involved, but Dylan Young is on pit road. He's going to fall a lap down. This could knock Dylan Young out of the Chase Championship. He better get going. No, it's not gonna happen. Young's gonna fall a lap down. He's gonna have to hope guys don't get good finishes. Okay, I'm gonna mark this as Flickinger's 4th lead lap, going to lap 19. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. It does appear to have included the 29 of Dylan Young. It looks like this happened in turn 1. Oh, wow. Johnny Gardner involved in this wreck as well. He just dove it in so hard. Danny Jones comes down, gets into him. They're going to make contact right there with the inside wall. That sends Danny Jones right there. Danny Jones loses traction. He's locked it up, and Young has nowhere to go. Ooh, and that's a hard lick into the outside wall. That's why they're on pit road, trying to fix that damage, get him back out there. But a tough break for the 29 of Dylan Young and the 5 of Danny Jones. Let's get you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing. Double file restart time. There are three truck laps down. This is going to get crazy. Zach Flickinger, one hometown guy, doing an amazing job trying to win to advance to the next round. Dylan Young, another, just got in an accident, and he's going to try to finish 37th, I guess, the best out of the lap down cars. We are halfway through the race, so it's going to be 19 to go this time. Flickinger leads. Parker second. We know he's got a fast truck. Chris Dodd third. Nick Smith fourth. Mendez fifth. Sanford sixth. Mr. Consistency. Tyler Merkel seventh. Zach Rogers eighth. Philip Goldberg ninth. And Joshua Sikuli is 10th. So a lot of chasers in the top 10. Not what Dylan Young wants to see. As Flickinger moves this time. Henry Williams out of nowhere. Oh boy. Henry Williams may be 4 laps bound, but it looks like they fixed whatever was wrong on that truck. They got his speed back. Oh yeah, they are everywhere trying to get by Dylan Young. And Henry Williams is challenging second place Philip Parker, and I bet Parker's not happy about this. That dude is 4 laps down. Now Chris Dodd and others starting to pass Parker as he got botched up to the high side as they are crazy 3 wide behind. As we watch from this spectator camera as they come down the front stretch. Flickinger continuing to lead a lot of laps. Remember, Henry Williams is not for position. Not sure if Henry's got those fresher tires, because we know tires don't wear, but their heat goes down running in the dirt. So if you have hotter tires, you'll run faster. It's not like entirely noticeable, but it happens. Flickinger has led 15 laps. Henry Williams, a lap down truck, pushing on him pretty hard here. Dylan Young has fallen to 38th, so he definitely has to hope some guys don't finish well. Flickinger leading the most laps is not going to help him. There's Edwin Mendez in 5th. We know he's really on the good side. There's Joshua Sikuli. Philip Parker continuing to fall. Henry Williams is trying to maybe get by Flickinger. Once Flickinger leads 20 laps, I'm going to stop counting because I know some other guys have led some laps, and there will be no way they'll pass Flickinger if he leads 20. So Flickinger continuing the lead here. 17 laps led. This hometown man trying to win. You see, I forget where Flickinger won. As Henry Williams is making a move for the lead. Flickinger won all the way back at Charlotte. That was Toyota's last win. Toyota had won Kansas and then Charlotte, and that's been it for Toyota. As for Ford went Daytona, Atlanta. Chevy won their first race at Martinsville and then have won at Dover and every other track since. So Flickinger is looking to break the streak, and I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Chris Dodd and Nick Smith are second and third. Merkel, Mendez, Weeks, Sikuli, Adam Samsel. Holy crap, he's up here. And the wrecks have been happening when people make mistakes and they dive bomb the crap out of the corner 3 wide. Okay, that is 18 laps led. There's Dylan Young. He's on the opposite end of the track. Not what Dylan Young is going to want. Flickinger still getting pressure from Henry Williams as Dodd and Smith begin to close the gap. Henry Williams still trying to put some pressure on the 17, trying to probably get Chevy another win. That's why Henry's putting pressure on the 17. Probably Chevy orders. Come on, we got to keep this win streak up, and we don't need more competition. I mean, Goldberg right now, I think, and there's the move from Henry Williams trying to get back 3 laps down. Let's see, Mendez is 4th. He would still be in right now. By the way, Flickinger's going to lead lap 20. I'm going to stop counting. As Flickinger's not giving Henry any chance here. So Mendez is 4th. He was 17th to good. He's definitely still in right now. Sekuli is 7th. He's definitely still in right now. Where is Toledo? Okay, Goldberg's 13th. So Goldberg was 8 back on Toledo. And a total of 31 back on Dylan Young. I don't know if that's enough to pass Dylan Young in 38th. I think it's close. Goldberg needs to pick up a few more spots. And he can pass Young, because Flickinger wins this race. It'll knock out Toledo, which right now would knock out Goldberg, because Toledo runs 22nd. Anderson's nowhere close. He's still 31st. Now, even if Flickinger didn't win this race, he would still pass Toledo. But I think it would save Dylan Young. Now, Henry Williams has gotten by Flickinger, but they have not caught up to him. You know, Dodd and Smith, they can't seem to close the gap. There they are, actually. They're right there. So they're going to catch Dylan Young soon. About 3 seconds off the pace. Oh, yeah, Dodd really closed in that time. Dodd would be trying to win this race. He got a win back at Michigan. As they catch Dylan Young, they're going to get by with ease. Dylan Young's probably like, you know what, guys? You guys at Chevy have won long enough. Dodd is closing in, though. Edwin Mendez in 4th. The field has split pretty good. Goldberg sits in 12th. Where is LJ Toledo? He is falling to 24th. This is not what he wants. Goldberg still needs more positions. While he sits in 12th, he's only gaining 26 points. That is... That's not enough. Actually, no, wait. That is enough. Because Young is 23 points ahead of Goldberg. If Goldberg maintains his position, he will pass Dylan Young in points. So Goldberg would advance, and Flickinger would pass Toledo, would knock out Toledo because of his win. Brummer really needs more guys. Are going to have to pass a Goldberg here, as it looks like Nick Smith has gone for 2nd on Dodd. That might just seal up Flickinger's win. But that's what it's looking like. Yeah, they're battling. They're getting by Chris Dodd. Nick Smith is going. 3 to go. I don't know how much time he has. He's about a second behind Flickinger. There's Philip Parker. Parker, again, another guy that fell all the way back on the restart. And I don't know if something's wrong with his truck, too, because he's slow. He's pretty slow as well. Eric Benson, though, not going to advance. Anderson, they're definitely not going to make it. There's LJ Toledo. He's continuing to drop spots, now down all the way to 28th. Oh, I thought that was Philip Goldberg. They're all driving the same damn truck. I didn't even think about that. The 51, the 4, and the 54 are all running the same bloody truck. 2 to go for Zach Flickinger. And the trend is going to be broken today. at Springfield. White flag in the air for the 17. The trend I speak of. No chase driver has won a race. None of the eliminated chase drivers have won a race. Today, that changed. Changes. I cannot, bring up dramatic ending to this race, but the hometown boy, Zach Flickinger, is gonna win at Springfield and advance to the Final Four. As Nick Smith had gone down pit road. I don't know what happened to him. Were these guys close on gas? Mendez gets second, so he's locked in. Sekuli got 7th, also locked in. Edwin Mendez will get second today. Chris Dodd third. The Chevy streak is broken. Dejan Weeks 4th. Tyler Merkel 5th. Marty Johnson 6th. Sekuli 7th. Shearer 8th. Rowe gets 9th. Samsel 10th. Goldberg gets 11th. Anderson got 30th. Where the hell did Toledo go? Toledo ended up getting 32nd. Benson got 34th. So yeah, Benson, Anderson, they're out. And Young gets 38th. Okay, so looking at what I'm seeing here, Flickinger does advance automatically with the win. Then Mendez. Then Sekuli. And then Goldberg will pass Toledo. And I believe Dylan Young. So I believe, if my estimates are correct, the Final Four drivers consist of 2 Chevrolets and 2 Toyotas. And they are Joshua Sekuli, Edwin Mendez, Philip Goldberg, and Zach Flickinger. Those are your Final Four for the Truck Series. I will see you for the Truck Series finale next weekend at Homestead. It's sure to be a good show. It's going to be a long race. But before we can do that, we have to decide the Final Four for the Cup Series tomorrow. 60 laps here at this track to decide the Final Four for the Mountain Dew Full Win Cup Series. I will see you guys tomorrow.